Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year's Day. First day 2020. Big whoop-de-doo on that. I hope all your coming days are full of prosperity and happiness. And I wish you all very much a Happy New Year. I gotta say, 2019 was a banner year for me. I had a great year. Best year I've had in a long time. 2019. It'll go down in the obscure journal book that I have somewhere in my bag. Yes, indeed. Well, first, I've only had one dip in the new year. I've only had one dip this year, Mom. That's gonna change right away. Gonna get some Stoker's Wintergreen. How about that? Cheers, everybody. Right on. So I had my harmonica lesson Monday with this young fella named Sam, and Sam was about 15 or 16 years old, I think. He's already able to play like 5 instruments. You know, he can play guitar, bass guitar, piano. There was 2 more. Like some sort of horn or something. I don't. Anyway, he already could play a whole pile of stuff, and he was really. I saw the fire in his eyes when it came to harmonica. You know what I mean? Like he really wanted to learn, which was great. And I managed to teach him a whole pile of stuff. I taught him a couple rhythms. I taught him a bunch of fundamental stuff that most harp players don't know until they learn the hard way, or they have someone to show them. I never had anyone to show me, but I'm happy to show people how I do it. Yeah. So it was a real good lesson. Now the only, I'm not going to say it was a downside, because the fellow was extremely pleasant. But Sam's father, I think his name was David, he wanted to sit in on the lesson and see how it went down. And when he said that, I saw his son kind of tighten up a bit. I kind of tightened up a bit. Because there's this immediate performance anxiety that wouldn't have been there had it just been me and Sam, right? Because we got this audience, right? And it's the kid's dad, you know. And I know that Dave, I think that was his name. Forgive me if I'm wrong. He was a great guy. Had really interesting questions, you know. But that was the thing. Like, I would have to ask Sam if he had any questions, and you know, he would tell me his question, but then his dad would chime in, right, and like make it an even broader question, but it had nothing to do with what I was trying to teach the kids. So a lot of time was spent answering the dad's questions. So I know that the lesson that I gave Sam was probably only a 30 or 40-minute lesson as compared to an hour lesson, simply because of fielding the father's questions. But that's okay. They were both really nice people. This kid Sam, he was amazing, and I really hope I can work with him in the future. They were pretty happy with how it all went, and the father wanted to know if I could do like private lessons sometime come the warmer weather when his son's home from school. Sam was just home from the States because he goes to school in the States, and which I don't understand really, like, because I swear the kid couldn't have been older than 16, uh, but I don't know, maybe he goes to some private school out there. I didn't ask the situation, but he was only home for a few days on Christmas vacation, so that was his Christmas gift, was to get to spend an hour with dirty Pat Walsh in a small room in the basement. But I was very pleased. Everybody was very pleased with how it all went. And I got to plug Bone Daddy in there because as the lesson was coming to a close, I asked Sam if he had any further questions, and he said, "What about amplifying your harp? What do you do? And what microphones are good to use?" So I was like, "Bone Daddy." I explained all the standard microphones that you could get that were good, that were really expensive, and I made a point of that. And then I said, or you could get something just as good, sounds just as wicked, if not better, if you look up Bone Daddy lo-fi microphones and see what he's got. And I told him I was endorsed by him, and I actually had a couple of the mics to show because they were in my case, and yeah, so I'm real glad I got to plug Bone Daddy in the lesson. I hope he hits you up, Dan. This kid was really cool. It was super cool. He had a beautiful collection of harmonicas, all brand new Marine bands. He had a whole roll of them, probably about 10 different keys, but he was missing like some of the because part of the lessons I say what harmonicas are necessary, what harmonicas are useful, and what harmonicas don't worry about for a blues musician. And he didn't have a D harmonica, so which is essential for blues playing, to play in the key of A, and he didn't have a B flat, which he had a B, but not a B flat. And I said, you'd be better off with a B flat than a B, because the B won't come up very much in blues playing. And to my experience, I keep a B harmonica, but it's for the '80s music I do with Glenn. But yeah, so it was a great lesson, and good feelings, good feelings going around. And I was gonna go out last night and see Death by Art School at the Gordon Best Theater, but I didn't because social anxiety beat me to the door. I ended up just staying home. I went to bed around 10:30, 11, I think. But going out on New Year's Eve, like if I have a gig, it's not a big deal, because I have a job. I can just go in, do my job, come out, go home if I want, But if I'm going to see somebody, I've never gone out on New Year's Eve since I quit drinking, unless I had a gig, and because like part of what I did a bunch of videos on maintaining my sobriety, and this is kind of a little part 3 of that, nights, big drinking nights around town, big party nights, like St. Patrick's Day and New Year's Eve. I used to consider those amateur nights, because I drank like that every night, and it was just fun to be out drinking and seeing all your friends act like idiots. you know. But now that I've quit drinking, and if I don't have a mission or a job to do, I get really anxious about going out, because usually anywhere you're going to go is going to be packed like sardines, and I have trouble with that. And it's just going to be a bunch of things that I wish it wasn't. So it's not only going out, it's going out and having fun. So you got to have fun if you're going to go out on New Year's Eve. And I didn't think I'd have fun, so I stayed home. Because it's a big triggering night. It's a real easy night to ride that slippery slope, because everybody's drinking, everybody's partying, and it's weird when you're like one of the few sober people in the room. And I just didn't want to get caught up in any bullshit, so, because it could very well have happened. So yeah, maintaining my sobriety. Sometimes you miss out on the good times, but sometimes the good times aren't that good when you realize the reason it's good is because everybody's fucking wasted, So, there you go. Anyhow, I hope you all have a fantastic day. The tattoo video is coming very soon. I'm sorry I keep delaying it. I was looking through my box. I was going to do it yesterday. I was getting all set up, and I realized that the gloves, I had a pair of latex gloves in my box, and I thought they were new, but they were old. They had blood on them. And I don't have any polysporin. I thought I had some polysporin in the box. So I want to get those things. I like to play it safe, I don't want to scar myself for life for no reason, have it work out bad, But it's coming soon, coming really soon. I promised it, and I will deliver. I'm not sure exactly when. Probably like sooner than later. Not making excuses, trying not to make excuses. I'm really looking forward to doing it. It's just, I just got to get a couple more supplies, and I can't get them today, and that's about that. So, anyhow, be well, everybody. Have a great first day of the new year. Hope nothing but prosperity and happiness for all of you. And my words of advice of approaching the new year is, keep your chin up, stay positive, and adversarial stuff can actually make you stronger. So yeah, Happy New Year. Be well. Like and subscribe to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel. And I'll see you soon.